Welcome to the world of Git Stash. In this video, we will learn about Git Stash, a handy tool for managing changes in your Git repository. Git Stash is a way to temporarily shelve changes to work on something else. Git Stash is a powerful command that temporarily shelves or stashes changes you have made to your working directory. It allows you to save modifications without committing them, switch contexts quickly, and retrieve stash changes later. Consider a common scenario. You are working on feature X when an urgent bug needs fixing. Instead of committing the unfinished feature X, you can stash the changes, fix the bug, commit, and then return to feature X by retrieving the stash changes. Let's look at some basic Git Stash commands. To create a stash, use Git Stash. This command saves your current changes to a stash. The output confirms that the working directory and index state have been saved. To retrieve your stash changes, use Git Stash apply. This command applies the most recent stash to your working directory. The output indicates that changes have been restored, but are not yet staged for commit. Visualizing the commands on a timeline, the initial commit is labeled as C1. Changes are made, indicated by the changes rectangle. The Git Stash command stores these changes in a stash. A new commit, C2, is made, such as a bug fix. After this, the Git Stash apply command restores the changes, and another commit C3 can be created. The branch line shows the sequence of commits. Stash is a temporary storage, allowing you to work on different tasks without committing unfinished code. Now let's explore some advanced Git Stash commands. First, to stash with a descriptive message, use Git Stash save followed by your message in quotes, such as WIP, homepage redesign. This helps you remember what the stash contains. To view all your saved stashes, use Git Stash list. This shows a list of stashes with their descriptions and index numbers. To apply a specific stash, use Git Stash apply followed by the stash index, such as stash at 1. This retrieves the specified stash. Finally, to delete a stash after you are done with it, use Git Stash drop followed by the stash index, such as stash at 0. This removes the stash from the list. Let's discuss stashing untracked files. By default, the Git Stash command only stores changes to tracked files and staged changes. Untracked files are left in the working directory. To include untracked files, use the U or include untracked flag. This is useful when you need to switch branches, but have new files that are not yet tracked. For example, running git status might show modified tracked files and new untracked files. Using Git Stash, you will stash both tracked and untracked files. After stashing, Git status should show a clean working tree. Partial stashing involves stashing only selected changes from your working directory, rather than all changes. This is useful when you want to keep some changes in your working directory, stash only specific parts of a file, or split unrelated changes into separate stashes. To do this, use Git Stash P or Git Stash Patch. This opens an interactive mode, allowing you to select which hunks or changes to stash. You can choose to stash each hunk, skip it, quit the process, or stash all remaining hunks. Now let's talk about creating branches from stashes. The Stash branch feature allows you to create a new branch from a stash to continue working on stash changes in isolation. This is ideal when you realize that the stash changes should be in their own branch, you want to experiment with stash changes, or you need to apply stash changes to a different base commit. To create a new branch from a stash, use Git Stash branch new feature stash at 0. This creates a new branch named new feature, applies the stash at 0 to it, and switches to the new branch. The visualization shows a main branch with commits C1, C2, and C3. A stash is created from C2. A new branch, new feature, is created. The stash is applied to it, creating a new commit S1 on the new feature branch. This allows you to isolate and continue working on the stash changes in a separate branch. Here are some best practices for using Git Stash. Always add clear messages to your stashes to remember what they contain. Clean up regularly by removing stashes after applying them to avoid accumulating in used stashes. For complex changes, create a branch from your stash instead of applying it directly. Keep in mind that stashes can be lost, so do not use them for long-term storage. Applying stashes may cause merge conflicts if the codebase has changed significantly. Stashes are local only and not pushed to remote repositories. Git Stash is a powerful tool for temporarily shelving changes, but it is meant for short-term use. For longer-term storage of work in progress, consider using feature branches instead. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.